Welcome to Tunacheki and a special welcome to How We Do It in Africa series, a series which takes you across the continent and shows you how differently we do things on the continent. Before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Funerals are usually a touchy subject in the West, to say the least. The mood is usually somber, with many mourning their loved ones and usually in low spirits, but in Africa, this is not always the norm. These days, there are many options for the final resting place, but many still stick to the basic caskets. But in Ghana, things are done a little bit differently. They celebrate death in style. One of the most notable differences in a Ghanaian funeral is the fantasy caskets. Professional casket makers carve and paint elaborate coffin-shaped items that the deceased loved in life. For example, a fisherman might have a colorful casket carved and painted to look like a man-sized sea creature, or a cobbler might be laid to rest in a coffin that looks exactly like a man's shoe. Ghanaian fantasy caskets, also known as fantasy coffins, are a unique art form that originated in the Ga Adangbe people of Ghana in West Africa. These caskets are handcrafted from wood and often adorned with bright colors, intricate designs, and symbols that hold both personal or cultural significance to the deceased one. The caskets are used in traditional funeral ceremonies and are believed to help guide the soul of the deceased one into the afterlife. Fantasy caskets are a symbol of respect for the deceased one and are considered a way for the living to show their love and respect and appreciation to the person who passed away. The caskets are often designed to represent the interests or the profession of the deceased one, with some taking the form of animals, objects, or even abstract shapes. The creation of fantasy caskets has become a cultural tradition in Ghana and is an important part of the country's artistic heritage. These caskets are made by skilled artisans who spend weeks or even months hand carving and painting each one. Now, we can't finish the video before mentioning the dancing pallbearers. The dancing pallbearers, who trended a few years ago, represent more than a meme. They're part of the funeral culture of Ghana, and they lend their services both in person and these days online to help people cope with grief and even raise awareness for public health. At times, the pallbearers carry the coffins on their shoulders while performing a relatively simple jig. At other times, the group drops down onto all fours and crawls, carrying the coffin and dancing all the while. You can sometimes spot the crew lying down completely under the casket, hopping along on the ground or on their backs. And that's how we do it in Africa. Thank you for watching today's video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so. Also, drop us a comment down below and let us know if you'd be interested in exploring the idea of fantasy caskets. Be sure to watch our other videos which celebrate our Mama Africa. We have the Mysteries of Africa series and the Amazing People of Africa series. It's been me, Linda from Tuna Travel. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Until the next video, stay safe and remember, Africa is watching.